There's a lot of talk about the independent football regulator. Some people love the sound of it, others don't. But what actually is it? And is it going to be any good for the game? In simple terms, it'll be an organisation not controlled by the Premier League, the EFL or the government, which will make sure all clubs are financially stable and don't rip off the fans. The aim is to make sure what happened to Bury, Derby and Reading doesn't happen again. Now, a significant reason clubs go under is because of dodgy owners financially mismanaging the club and running it into the ground. But in theory, these should be a thing of the past with the new regulator. They'll be able to use data from the National Crime Agency to perform stronger fit and proper persons tests and can even force owners to give up their stake in a club, which for certain supporters might be a welcome relief. It's likely good news for the EFL. The tension between them and the Premier League over a fair financial deal has been increasing in recent years. As it stands, talks have broken down. The Premier League backed out of recent negotiations, but the regulator will have the power to force through a deal, meaning more money for clubs lower down the pyramid. Now, this might sound simple, but in reality there's concerns this will open a legal can of worms, which could result in messy court cases involving the Premier League and the regulator. Parachute payments will be brought under the control of the regulator too. If they reduce them, it could mean a wider variety of clubs securing promotion to the top flight, but critics reckon it'll just mean the gap between the Premier League and EFL actually widens, as promoted clubs won't get as much money, which should normally be used to buy better players so they can compete. And current Premier League clubs have said if there were no parachute payments, they'd actually invest less, which would harm the quality of the top flight. And if clubs don't invest, then you'll get exactly what the EFL don't want, which is the same three clubs going down every year. And remember when Cardiff's owners changed the club's colours and badge? Well, in future, fans will have to approve any major changes to their club's heritage. Now, that might all sound great, but do we really need it? Some say the downfall of Reading and Bury is an exception, not the rule. So as a whole, the most successful footballing pyramid in world football doesn't need regulation. They say it scares investors who can help grow the game. If those investors go elsewhere, well, the Premier League may no longer be the destination for the best players in the world. And others, well, they just don't trust politicians to appoint truly independent people.
Good evening and welcome to the Sports Bar Weekender with me, Majestic, alongside the former Liverpool winger Jermaine Pennant. And on today's show, we're paying homage to you, the hardcore football fans, as the lower leagues return and the FA Cup extra preliminary stages starts tomorrow. Yes, Saturday afternoon football is back with a bang. We've just heard Luton 1, Wimbledon 0 on talkSPORT 2, with Don's fans completing the near 3-hour, 30-minute round trip to watch their team fall into defeat because of a late own goal by Ryan Johnson. So if you went to the game tonight or going to a game tomorrow, or if you've been around the world to watch your club performing overseas in one of the numerous games in the US or Far East, we want to hear from you. 03 717 223344. Call us right now. We want to hear of your stories, your dedication to the beautiful game. We're also talking about a very fascinating transfer saga with Alexander Isak training on his own in Spain as Liverpool's opening offer is rejected, with reports claiming they won't bid again in this window. I'm saying one thing, Pennant's saying another. Verbal fisticuffs in the studio already. And yes, it's Friday. Jack's quiz is here from 11:30, so we're going to need you guys. But for now, it's the show with all your views. 03 717 223344. And we'll hear from you next on the Sports Bar Weekender on talkSPORT. And joining me in the studio, of course, the legend that is Jermaine Pennant, JP, aka the king of the quizzes. You've had a good week with quizzes this week.
I've had a bad week with quizzes this week.
Of course, congratulations to everybody involved in the Sports Bar. Great numbers again during the old, our sort of radio reviews.
Yes.
But I must say, I'm campaigning for the Catman and Coley here, because I've seen O'Hara and Cundy lapping up all the plaudits.
Yeah.
But of course, the Sports Bar Weekend on a Friday night. A stable part of the Sports Bar.
Yeah, and I'm going to throw my hat in there as well. Obviously,
exactly.
When I come in, I put in the numbers,
Listen.
Make a big difference for the listeners.
Listen, you're
I'd like to hear a change.
You're like a Rigi.
I mean, it's bringing mine in. Does it a bit.
Gets a bit. Gets Barcelona, gets Spurs in the final. Does a bit. Gets you over the line. Talking of Liverpool,
yes.
We can't escape it. It's the transfer saga now. We're in that place. You've got a player training on his own. Big numbers being mentioned with Liverpool's bid being rejected by Newcastle. I know, obviously, with you and your Liverpool ties, you're going to be biased towards where he should go. But you're an ex-pro as well, so you know what it's like to have a career and where he should be aiming. What's the likely next moves going on in this saga, do you think, once the player has sort of shown he's sort of down in tools?
Well, first off, from the player's side, he's going to be non-stop in communication with his representatives, trying whatever way, shape, form possible to make this happen. Probably make it as uncomfortable as they can for Newcastle to will this over the line, to make it as easy as possible for the deal to try and go through.
He's got 3 years left in his contract, correct?
Yes, he has.
Means nothing these days.
It means nothing. It means nothing. And yes, they do hold a lot of weight and a lot of the cards Newcastle because they don't have to sell. But I'm saying, just from the player's point of view, he'll be doing everything he can to try and negotiate this move.
Yeah.
It'll be a back and forth with his agent to, push buttons and meetings and whatnot. Because when I got my move to Liverpool, when I heard they was interested and they came in with a bid, I was non-stop on the phone. I was like, make this happen, make this happen. I even fell out with my agent.
Really?
I fell out with him for like a month.
And which move was this?
Sorry?
Which move was this?
From Birmingham to Liverpool.
Okay.
Because I was going through started pre-season, still nothing was happening. Every day I was going, what's the situation? Every single day I was on the phone to him. And and he went to me, Jed, nothing's changed. Next day, what's happened? Any news? Same as the other day.
So that's the conversations Isak will be having right now.
And then I went, well, I was a big baby. I threw my prams out of the toy. I said, well, you better make this happen. Or I'm not speaking to you. And I didn't speak to him for about 4 weeks. And I think 6 weeks into this season, coming back from pre-season, that's when the deal got made. But I'm not saying he's all be doing that, but there will be conversations of going on.
Well, we're going to be speaking to Ben Jacobs later on during the show. He's just wrote on X, Liverpool have no plans as it stands to bid again for Alexander Isak this window. Nature of Newcastle FC's rebuttal means Liverpool will not follow up with a second offer, regarded as futile unless Newcastle change their stance and contact Liverpool. Offer rejected was 110 million. Terms with Isak, not a problem. Now, I want to hear from Newcastle fans right now on 03717223344. Do you feel betrayed? You've taken this man into your hearts. You've won silverware with him. You're in the Champions League. You've got an incredible fan base. He's set to be the next Alan Shearer up there, realistically, if he stays and continues to do the work he's done. How are you feeling? And Liverpool fans, the way that he's operated so far, is that the kind of person you want at your football club, that someone's throwing out the toys out of the pram? I think, in my opinion, Newcastle cannot sell him. I don't think... Newcastle don't need the money. We talk about all the time that Newcastle have got all these funds and they can't spend because of the whole financial fair play, etc. But this is the power move from them. They don't need to sell him. And they could go to him... It's a season where... It's a World Cup season coming up, Champions League football. Isak's not going to not want to play football. He will fall in line eventually.
It's a risk. Doing that's a risk. Killing the morale, not the confidence. But
he's killed the morale.
But I'm saying the way you feel about the club, then it's going to be, is your heart
the way you feel about the club? The man's on a contract, being paid money.
I understand, but at the end of the day, as an athlete, as a professional, you have this short window of a career.
Why just have a 5-year deal then?
35 people retire. Players retire 35. Yeah. Teams like Liverpool, Real Madrid, all these big don't come knocking every day. Liverpool may get a new striker next season if this wasn't to happen.
He's only 25.
I know, but you've got to take it when you can. Like I said, these opportunities don't come along often. So he's in a place where I want to strike while the irons are. I'm in my peak kind of twilight years. This is a great time for me to go. Almost
in a similar situation Harry Kane was when Man City came knocking.
Yeah.
And, there was always that talk on, like with Gary Neville, he mentioned about possibly moving and that kind of stuff. I think Harry's dealt with that very differently. And obviously now seeing what's happened with Isak, I have a lot more respect for Harry, the way that he did things with Spurs, even though obviously I was hurt when he left. But with Isak, I'm just looking at the situation now. As a Newcastle fan, I would feel so betrayed right now.
Why are you feeling betrayed? End of the day, it's there's a pecking order.
I understand.
There's a pecking order. So Newcastle are not going to win the Premier League anytime soon. They're not going to win the Champions League. They might not win any silverware for the next couple of years. And as a player, you've got a team at the moment, the project that Liverpool are throwing on, the project that they're doing, how good they are at the moment, potentially winning in Champions League, potentially winning the Premier League again with this team. How can he's got them to win silverware. He's lifted them to new heights with all his goals.
And they beat Liverpool to do that.
and he's scoring goals. So he's helped them as much as Newcastle have helped him. So he shouldn't feel betrayed. He's like, no, I've gave you so many years, and now someone's come calling, a massive team, and I want to now do my trade there. I may never get this chance again. And it's my career, yeah, I get one of them. So Newcastle shouldn't feel betrayed. They should go, do you know what? You've done absolutely amazing for us. Look, we're not happy about the situation. We're not, what we've done for you, but you've also got us something that we've not dreamed of over 70 years. A big team's coming in. He wants to now enjoy that side of his career. So you can't be angry at him.
But then again, for example, teams like Newcastle, yeah, if they are going to try and compete at that top end and bridge that gap between themselves and the likes of Liverpool and Manchester City.
They're never going to bridge that gap, Madge. They
never will if people keep doing this.
But they're never going to be a Liverpool. They're never going to be a Manchester United. Yes, they can get a better and maybe win more silverwares, but they're never going to bridge that gap. It's not going to ever happen. So it doesn't matter what you say, what their project is. They are not going to be.
They finished.
It's like Liverpool were never probably going to be a Real Madrid unless over the next 20 years they just dominate.
They finished 18 points behind Liverpool this season, right? You give them Isak, they're now finishing 30 points behind. You know what I'm saying? Like, if these teams just keep giving the other big teams their best players, I know this is how it works, right? But with Newcastle, there's clearly finances there for them to move forward, and they've moved forward amazingly in the last couple of years. Now, if they are to sell their biggest players, then all that hard work the last couple of years, getting that trophy finally, Eddie Howe's project, is pointless.
All teams lose star players. Spurs lost Harry Kane. You've now gone on to win. You've won a European Championship.
One thing I'll give Daniel Levy is the way he dealt with Harry Kane was, you're not going.
I know, but you still lost him.
In the end.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter if it's in the end.
And we still got 2 good years out of him.
But what I'm saying is every team loses a star player at some point. And then what you have to do...
Even Liverpool did, Coutinho to Barcelona.
And there we go. And with that money, what did we do? We rebuilt.
Yeah.
And now look at the state of the club.
Yeah, it's a great question. And it's one that we should ask the public. Is it time to cash in on Isak and rebuild Newcastle? The problem is, as much as that money is 110, 120 million pounds, that's 2 players now. It's only 2 players. 2 players to replace Isak. Who are they out there? 03717 223344. And tonight we're going to celebrate football fans who travel across the country and the world to support their teams. Call us now for your shout-outs. You listen to the Sports Bar Weekender with talkSPORT Bet. Download the app today for all the latest odds, offers, 18+, begambleaware.org. Right now, as we want to hear from people going to an EFL game or non-league game tomorrow, anybody who's flown around the world to watch their team. And Liverpool and Newcastle fans, tell us what you make of the Isak saga. Call us right now, that number, 03717 223344. You've got a former Liverpool player in the studio right now in Jermaine Pennant. Get his views as well. It's Madge, it's JP, it's the Sports Spot.
flow. I got 21 seconds to go. Cause if you like me, let me know. Let me in the studio. I got 21 seconds before.
Go on, JP.
Did you see me on the video?
Oh no.
Did you see me in the video?
Oh no.
If you like me, let me know. Let me in the studio. I got
Romeo, right, JP, I need your best garage voice later on in the show. We're going to do some garage shout-outs tonight. If you'd like a garage shout-out, where me and JP would be like, Hotel of David Dagenham on 0234. What's your best garage voice? Give me like a... Insane. Hotel of JP, Isak, making the way to Liverpool right now.
Down the M6.
The reason why I'm in a garagey mood tonight is I was out last night in the Ned.
Where was you?
In the Ned in London.
Oh, lovely.
Very nice.
Very posh.
Very posh indeed.
Yeah, we're getting a 1, 2, 3 in there, mate.
We was actually, you know why?
Was you?
Jolien Lescott on the 1s and 2s.
Oh, yeah.
And he was DJing before I was. And he was laying down some absolute garage bangers. Mixing it up with Sean Wright Phillips as his, like, hype man. It was vibes. Absolute vibes. And
that would be a sight to see.
It was. And he was a very good DJ, Jolien.
Oh, okay.
Really good. Do you know what? I walked in, he was playing The Click Good Rhymes, one of my favourite garage songs of all time. Straight away I thought, this guy's...
I can DJ.
Can ya?
I used to have some CDJ 900s.
Oh,
back in the a while ago.
Is this a former footballer DJ clash out?
I was having I did a few little gigs.
Listen, I want to see JP against.
I did one in Liverpool, in Manchester.
Was you a mic man as well?
No, just straight head down, straight knocking out bangers.
What was the sounds? What kind of sounds were you laying down?
It was house.
Ooh.
Or I'd throw in R&B and hip hop.
Nice. So listen, if you are a garage fan, I want your favourite UK garage tracks that you'd like to hear on the show tonight as well. We're going to dig deeper in the crates than a bit of 21 seconds. Although it makes sense because, of course, Jamie O'Hara recently played at his engagement party and he had Romeo and Harvey there, which was good vibes.
Romeo done.
Big shout out to Harvey, of course, who's a big Liverpool fan. So he'll be listening to talkSPORT, wondering what's going on with Isak. So don't forget, if you'd like a garage shout out from JP or myself, we're going to collect a load of names if you want to big up tonight. And also your favourite garage tunes of all time. We will try and get them on out of the breaks tonight on the Sports Bar. Let's go straight to the phone lines. 03717 223344. I want to go to a Newcastle fan to get their feelings on Isak. Let's go to Andy. Good evening, Andy.
How are you doing, mate? By the way, you're talking garage. That's nothing on Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh, mate, we celebrated the late, great Ozzy on the show last Sunday. I've been absolutely binging Ozzy this week. I've been having Mama, I'm Coming Home, Crazy Train Galore. What's your favourite Ozzy tune, Andy?
I like two, actually. Goodbye to Romance and Mr. Crowley.
Mr. Crowley, that intro is just so amazing. Have you seen Jack Black's tribute to Ozzy Osbourne when he's performed it with the kids? Brilliant rendition of Mr. Crowley.
Outstanding. And I also like, I'm Going Through Changes.
Oh, what a wonderful song that is.
When he did that with Sabbath and then he did it with Kelly.
Yeah.
That was just outstanding, mate.
And you know what? I must say, the Back to the Beginning concert at Villa Park, Youngblood did a great rendition of Changes. And I've not been the biggest Youngblood fan, but he's a very talented lad and he did a great rendition of Changes. So fair play to him. Andy, let's talk about your beloved Newcastle, because this is not going to go away, this Isak situation. How do you want it resolved?
Well, I'll tell you. The issue is Liverpool saying they're not going to bid anymore. Do you know what that reminds me of?
Go on.
Tyson Fury saying he's retiring from
That's very funny.
Tyson Fury, I've retired from boxing. I'm going to Morecambe, which is the most dullest place on the planet, by the way. Then he comes back 10 months later and he retires again, comes back 10 months later. Liverpool's going to do the same with Newcastle United on this. Now, my resolution is, and I think your colleague Ben Jacobs partly mentioned it earlier, and I mentioned it on Drive earlier today, Newcastle United, the only falsehood on this thing that I'm going to say now is injury. Newcastle, the Saudi boys have got to come out and say, you've got to sign a contract, right, for 2 years, right, we'll double your wages, and then what happens then is, if Newcastle United aren't in Champions League contention by the end of this season, as long as we get the fee we desire, you can go to anyone you want. And do you know what I would love? I would love it if Real Madrid comes in and says, right, we're going to give you 60 million quid and we're going to give you Rodrigo and we can have Isak.
Thoughts, JP?
Well, it's a lot of ifs and buts. And I think with Isak at the moment, it's not down to finances, because I think you offered 300 million a week and he turned that contract down. Like I said in the start of the show, when a team like Liverpool, when a team like Real Madrid come calling, it is hard to turn them down. It is hard to say, as an athlete, and you want to achieve, you want to play for the best and be at the best. That's all we want to do. It's all we dream about doing as youngsters. And now we've got an opportunity to play at probably, one of the world's iconic team. But yeah, look, as a fan, you probably want to keep him. But all those, will give you double your wages and let's see if we'll make Champions League. He doesn't really care about that now. He just wants a move to test his career at such a big club.
Speaking of big clubs, we've got a fellow Liverpool fan joining us on the show. Paul joins us on the Sports Bar. Evening, Paul.
Evening, guys. You okay?
Yeah, very well. Listen, Isak, is that a player that you desired, or until it sort of come up in the last couple of weeks, or was that someone you've been looking at?
I tell you what, Andy was talking about going through changes. He's going through some changes there by the sounds of it. I don't know which ones it is. The psychedelic ones. I mean, have you guys seen The Godfather, the first one?
Yes.
Yep.
Do you remember when the Don gets shot and then Tom says to Sonny, the oldest son, it's business, it's not personal? That's what the fans now need to accept and get their head down. The Newcastle hierarchy, this won't be lost on them. This is the perfect storm for them. This is the first year of a 3-year PSR window. The reason they can't sign any players is because they haven't got the revenue coming in or the profits. So the only way they're going to get that in the short term is to sell players. They don't want to sell any of the big players, but this has created the perfect storm. They can sell Isak and they can make 60, 70, 80 million pound profits, and they can put that into the pot to then use to buy players to put on wages. So this has created the perfect storm. Liverpool will know that their hierarchy know this, which is why they've planted that grenade. They've thrown that little grenade in, we'll put a bid in, and now we'll just step back. The players only got one buyer, us. The club know that. They know the player's not going to come back. It's the perfect storm for them. They sell, make the profits, and then they can use that money to invest and buy Embed or like players or whoever. They need to build gradually. They can't just go from the City and the Chelsea days. Those days have gone, unfortunately.
Yeah, I hear you on that. Yeah. Even as we said,
them, they get the money in and they've got the 80 million profit to be able to then spend on wages or whatever they want to do with it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, perfect sense.
It's a great point. To both of you, because you're both Liverpool fans, how much do Liverpool need Isak? Because, obviously you've signed Ekitike as well. Is there a world where they can both play together, or is it batting it out for that?
Well, we've seen it with rest his soul, Jota and Nunes, as in they would change when one's on fire, one's not. But so I think we'd see the same a little bit with Isak and Ekitike if they play. I think Isak will be the main guy, and Ekitike will be coming in here and there because he's only 22. He can play on the left as well. Yeah. With the loss of Diaz, so there's room for him, in the ranks. But I think with an Isak, we would have what we're trying to look for in Nunes. When we thought we was getting Nunes, was all talking about who's going to be the better one out of him in Haaland. Well, with an Isak now, we would literally have that finished article, and it'll take us to new heights.
Do you agree with that, Paul?
Planning a thing. So Salah's not going to. Salah might, we might drop off this season or not. So I think we're just getting the business done now while we've got the money. Because again, these 3-year PSR windows, you've got to make hay while the sun shines, as they say. So we've got the money in the bank now. We've got to spend it in that 3-year window. So why not spend it now? Well, we're at our strength. We can get them in. Salah's going to drop off. So then we've got the boys in that we need. And do we need to go in again next? Well, unless it fails. But I don't think it will, judging on his ability and quality.
And you know what, Paul?
Great planning by the transfer committee guys.
It is, and you know what? You made a really valid point in terms of that sort of overnight Chelsea Man City model of yesteryear doesn't happen. And me and JP mentioned it already. When you sold Coutinho, you used that money to go and
Van Dijk
and Alisson, and that sort of propelled the project that you were working on to get to this point here, and this is that next phase, I think, for Liverpool. Great call, Paul. Thank you very much.
Cheers, Paul.
Listen, Newcastle fans, I want to hear from you. Such a great end to the season. I've been speaking to Geordies all around the world when I've been touring DJing, and they've been saying they listen to the show, of course, with former gaffer Alan Pardew on a Sunday. Final word, don't forget, this Sunday. And, you know, they're sort of over the moon, and Newcastle moving forward. They're feeling this great energy. All of a sudden, their star man, he wants out. The tools have been dropped. So we still want your phone calls on that saga. And if you're going to a game this weekend or have flown around the world to watch your team, you might have flown to Hong Kong to watch Spurs win yet another trophy this week and beat Arsenal. 03717223344. And old school garage track suggestions and stories into us by sending us a WhatsApp to 03717223344. Producer Ross says, I was in Ayia Napa in 1999. That's his UK garage story. If he was in Ayia Napa in 99, do let us know. Plenty to get involved with. We will hear from you next on the Sports Bar Weekender here on talkSPORT. Oh gosh. Hit it again. Pick up the legendary MC Creed with that trademark. It is the Sports Bar. You are listening to talkSPORT. It is me, Majestic, so the vibes has gone a little bit dancey and garagey tonight. Based on the fact that I was at the Ned last night with former England international, Man City legend, Everton legend, Julian Lescott, and he was playing garage.
I can't believe he was a DJ.
Well, you're a DJ as well.
I used to have a little.
You had to go.
I had a little.
Yeah, but you can still do it. Then.
I can do it.
Exactly.
I just didn't.
So we could have a sort of a former footballer festival. Carlton Cole loves to go on the mic. Don't make me get Carlton's bars out again. Have you heard Carlton's bars?
I ain't got bars,
Bro,
mate.
Carlton's got bars.
Carlton's
I'm backing Colin. Colin's got bars.
The bars, he's got his chocolate.
No, I'm not having that. We got Colin, he's got bars, Rob, trust me.
No way.
Barbarella.
Chocolate bars. Yeah.
This one is My Love by Kelly LaRock, which was requested by Tim. So in true UK garage sort of radio shout-out style, can you give up Tim a big up, JP?
Tim, big up, big
We're going to want to call
chin.
Tim. Wicked as say.
Tim, man like Tim.
Easy to
Timothy.
Tim. Wicked, did you let him sing?
Timothy with the flowers.
Do you know what the best thing is as well? All of the UK garage scene listen to talkSPORT religiously because they'll be on their roads now going to gigs and they'll be listening right now and they'll be loving the fact that we're having a bit of a garage off tonight.
I know loads of garage tunes, but I don't know the titles.
The names. Well, that is a big thing because at the time, you know, there wasn't Shazam.
I could just hum it like a
Oh, you
remember that tune? What tune? Dun.
Luckily for all of you, I am the UK Garage Encyclopedia. So if there's a tune you'd like to know, I will be able to help you. I want to say good evening to my dad. My dad's watching. Evening, Big Cole. And a good friend of mine.
Big shout out to the man like Cole.
Yeah, big shout out to Cole. Locked on right about now in bed because he's old. And big up Smooth Man D, my boy Dwayne, who's also watching right now. If you would like a UK garage request and a garage shout out, then do message us 81089 or 03717223344 and you can send us a WhatsApp. It is time to get more in depth about the whole Isak saga. But before we get back to your calls, let's now hear from former Everton boss Sean Dyche, who does love his dance music. He's a bit of an IP for Raver, who sat in for H&J this afternoon and he spoke about how he'd deal with Alexander Isak.
I don't know what them conversations are. I don't know what's been said. I don't mean what's been said by who to who. But if the manager, and it's a big if, just to make it clear if anyone starts printing my story, which I haven't said, other than if the manager has had a conversation with the player in the past and said, look, we know you want, to demand of the biggest club you can be at. We're a big club ourselves, rightly so in Newcastle. You want to play Champions League, etc., etc. If the right figure comes in, I'll speak to you about it.
Okay.
Now, if that's happened and they haven't spoken to you about it, or now they're saying, no, you're not for sale under any circumstances, then the player gets the ump, obviously. And now the players, well, if that's happened, the player's gone, well, hang on a minute, that's not fair.
Yeah.
If that hasn't happened, then really you're looking for a bit of professionalism from all concerned. And if there's a deal to be had, get on and do it, which I'd like to expect and think that Liverpool will be doing if the news is correct and it's a written offer, then I'd like to think they're going to get on with it, or certainly to a point when they say, right, that's enough and leave it.
Former Everton boss who was in earlier for H&J alongside the Welsh wizard Johnny Owen. It was a great show, actually. I listened to it. Sean Dyche definitely sounds like he used to MC in Napa in 99.
It sounds like he did a lot of things in Napa in 99. Never mind MC with that voice.
Absolute legend. We've got so many garage tunes coming in. I'm really impressed at the talkSPORT listenership that love their UK garage. I'll tell you what Newcastle fans ain't loving right now is this Isak situation. Let's go to another Newcastle fan. You know I love the Toon Army. Let's go over to Andrew. Good evening, Andrew.
Hello, Madge. Jermaine, all right?
Yeah,
good, thank you.
How are you feeling tonight? Because listen, I've been there, mate. When everyone's after your best player as a Spurs fan, we had it with Harry Kane. We've had it. Listen, Spurs renowned. I had it with Dimitar Berbatov when we sold him to United. Same kind of thing. He put the tools down. How are you feeling, Andrew, about this situation?
Before I make my point, I can't sing, but I hope you both help with garage. So I think Liverpool you're moving too fast.
Oh, yeah. Great tune. Artful Dodger featuring Ramina Johnson, Moving Too Fast.
We've got to get through this.
Yeah.
We've got to get through this.
Bit of Danny Bedingfield.
Yeah.
Love it, Andrew. I'm loving it. We got the Garage Classics live with Andrew, the Newcastle fan. That's what the sports bar's all about.
Anyway, I'm not going to cry like other Newcastle fans have, and I'm very realistic. I know the pyramid, like Jermaine said, Liverpool. In my eyes, every club in the world is a selling club apart from Real Madrid, and I think Newcastle have got a box. In saying that, they've got a box clever. They can't just lie over and say, "Yeah, big clubs tickle me." I think this won't happen, but if it was up to me, I think they should loan him out to a European massive club for a season. They pay his wages and they paid maybe 10, 15 million. It gives us a season to try and get a long-term replacement, and then it means they're not going to one of our rivals, and then everyone can regroup and start again. And if he goes to Liverpool after a year, that's fine. We've had a year to realise that we need a replacement. But I think what the Saudis can't do now is sell them to what they see as a rival club. In my eyes, Liverpool are much bigger than us, but that's, in their eyes, the same level.
It's a great point. Let's go over to JP, get his reactions to that, Andrew. Are Liverpool Newcastle's rivals?
Not really. Newcastle are not there yet. As in, rivals now to Liverpool is Man City, Arsenal,
Chelsea. On the cusp.
Probably cusp, but you're looking at, Arsenal and Man City.
Yeah, but still, Chelsea still have won a Champions League in the last 5 years.
I know, but they're not
just won the World Cup as well.
Yeah, I get that, but at the moment they're not.
I don't know why I'm bigging up Chelsea so much. Roy Jennings, we're loving this.
Yeah, but I don't see them challenging for the league.
No, but I see with Andrew, and what he's talking about is where Newcastle are trying to go as a club, and this is why it takes so long to make that transition, because you do get those situations. I see someone mentioned about Luka Modric when he left Spurs, Gareth Bale, etc. You lose those players. That's why with the Harry Kane situation, I thought Levy dealt with it really well, and we held on to Harry as long as we could. And in fairness to Harry, a lot was to do with the individual being such a gentleman, right?
Absolutely, but you've got to understand, if you're a player, and there's got to be a little bit of mutual respect each way. Yes, you want to keep all your players, and you do your utmost best to keep your star players. But then you've also got to respect that if a player does want to move on to go to bigger and better things, you have to respect that as well. So there's like a mutual agreement for both. As in, I will give you my utmost best. I will do what I can to win this team trophies, lift them to higher heights like he has done. But at the same time, if my dream comes true, going to Liverpool, going to Real Madrid, you've got to also respect that. So I hear what he's saying, but loaning them out is never going to be an option.
Absolutely. Let's go to Liverpool fan. Ricky joins us on the show. How are we, Ricky?
How we doing? You all right, lads?
Yeah, all good, mate. Listen, does the prospect of Isak coming to Liverpool excite you? Have you seen enough of him to worthy?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Is this a missing cog in Liverpool's already unbelievable team?
He's a missing cog in Liverpool's team, but the Newcastle fans and the ownership need to realise that a broken cog in the wheel is not going to make the machine go, is it? So keeping him, obviously, I know they're always going to tear down the first bid. That's just part of the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, he needs to just take the money, invest it wisely, learn off of what Liverpool did. Ironically, Liverpool had Coutinho. Everyone's seen it. They invested the money wisely, and now on top of the game. Newcastle can take advice from that.
Well you got to look at the Florian Wirtz situation. I think maybe 3 bids got rejected, and they ended up striking a deal. And I think the same's going to probably happen here. You don't go in. I hope so. Yeah, you don't go in fully loaded to your first bid. You hold something back just in case.
It's like anything in life.
Anything. So we probably will see at least another bid go in for sure.
Do you know what, Ricky? And you brought it up, the Coutinho situation. I think even at the start of this show, I was kind of like, Newcastle can't sell at any cost, right? Because they've got money and they've got to keep their stars. However, I am almost coming over to the side of, you know what, it's actually a good move for Newcastle to utilise the financial fair play situation to get some profits on the board, and then they can change, the financial fair play over the next 3 years. The only difference I would say is that a Alisson and a Van Dijk now, 5-6 years later, they would be towards the 120 million marks. Van Dijk definitely, Alisson probably would be about 80 mil now, yeah? So it's more difficult to do what you guys did with Coutinho now than it was then. And you used that money really, really wisely and invested well into the team, and Liverpool pushed forward there. Man, I think with Newcastle, they need to identify who they're going to buy before they can do that. And I think that's probably what they're looking at.
We're talking about fee and all that, but the key in all this is if Newcastle can find a replacement.
Is Šeško that guy?
If all there's touted in maybe favouring Man United or Man United are ahead in that race, but for example, if they strike a deal with Leipzig for Šeško, we would see the deal happen for Isak.
Interesting.
They don't want to see themselves left short. Lose Isak and then just go in the Premier League season within 2 weeks with not a number 9.
Yeah,
that's what they don't want to do.
It'd be very difficult indeed. We're going to do some garage shout-outs in a moment. So we need an instrumental, though, boys and girls in the gallery. So you need to give me a decent instrumental so we can give them garage shout-outs. We'll get to that in a moment's time. Later on, as I said, we will be speaking to Ben Jacobs more about this transfer situation as it continues. And, of course, talkSPORT.com and here on talkSPORT, we will be keeping you covered and across this situation because I can't see this being resolved in a similar way that Nottingham Forest did with Morgan Gibbs-White. That's not going to happen.
Absolutely not. 2 different teams, totally different kind of prospects. Yeah. That was all about release clause and going, behind Forest's back. Totally different scenario. This is literally just about if we can get a player and the right money.
Newcastle fans, how you feeling? 03717223344. We've had so many incredible garage requests. I can't believe how good our audience are at some of these. People are going into the archives as well.
The archives, yeah.
Someone has asked for, some of my favourite requests has been, the fact that Lewis from Cheltenham went to Iron Napa 20 years ago when he was 18. DJ Luck and MC Neat live in black and whites.
Oh, black and whites.
Great club.
What a
great club. Doolally straight from the heart. Shudder, Amma, Imagine. Jimbo the Spurs fan. He wants some Monster Boy and Denzi. This is my favourite one so far, I think. Kieran, QPR fan, requesting the garage tune Iron Mike for boxing legend Mike Tyson. Garage days at Ealing Boulevard and Destiny's Watford. Now, this is the other thing that you mentioned. People don't remember the names of songs. So he's going on the fact that there was Iron Mike. So everyone started calling it Iron Mike. That, of course, is Richie Dan Over Here.
Okay.
Is the name of the tune.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. People just go, I want the Iron Mike tune.
Get a little snippet from a tune and then think that's the...
Yeah. And so that's the beauty of garage. I think MC Neats told me that a little bit of luck, the lyrics there have been... People think it's cool. So someone once said, they thought he says, Hello with a shepherd's pie. Hello with a rinsing sound is hello with a shepherd's pie, apparently.
No. Hello with a rinsing sound.
And how many people say... DJ Neat and MC Luck, they get that wrong as well, which is really, really funny to me. Of course, MC Neat, big Arsenal fan. 03717223344. You listen to the Sports Bar Weekender with TalkSport Bet. Visit talksportbet.com today for the latest sign-up offers. 18 plus. Gamble aware. Keep your calls coming in right now, and also keep the old school garage track requests and messages on the WhatsApp. It's the same number. We'll hear from you next on the Sports Bar Weekender with Madge and JP in Shade.
10k for Coldplay.
You've only got a few days left to enter our huge prize draw to win 10 grand at a VIP night at our Coldplay at Wembley Stadium. And everyone's been making the jokes all week, of course. That's right, we're giving you the chance to win 6 tickets. And JP, this one's important with Coldplay, in a private box.
Can you be seen?
You can't. It's a private box for you and your mates, whoever they might be.
I might throw my hat in it.
However close your mates are. On August the 22nd, with full hospitality, and we're chucking in that 10 grand spending money. 10 grand on top for a night out. Completely tax-free. But it all ends on Monday. So here's how to enter. 18 plus UK, excluding Northern Ireland, for a chance to win. Text the word WIN to 83338 by the 4th of August at 11 p.m. and we'll enter you into the draw. Text costs £2 plus one standard network rate message, and you'll have to ask the bill payer's permission or post your name and number to Coldplay competition. PO Box 3190, Colchester CO2 8GP, to arrive by 5 p.m. on the 7th of August. This is a talkSPORT limited promotion run on talkSPORT, Talk and Virgin Radio UK stations. Full T's and C's. Head to talksport.com. That's right. I love that little bed, the fake Coldplay tunes. Quite good. As much as I like it, I think it's time for me to say, you're my selector, Marco, inside the right. Drop the beats. See that? JP's smiling.
Hey. Right, so this is what tune is this called?
This is Pulse X by Musical Mob.
So this is what I tried to... Boom.
Hey, James rolling.
Come on.
Oh, he's gone for the VIP version. This is Pulse XYZ, I think. Any bars for me, JP?
No bars.
No bars?
Let me just hear it.
Just vibes in, yeah?
Just vibes in. He's out to Liverpool. Coming out with 140, let me move. He's out to the Merseyside.
Who's inside the right in the Merseyside? Isak's inside the Merseyside. That's the winner with rain. Right, I'm going to make it the one and only called Dan inside the ride. He's going to watch the AFC Whiteleaf in the FA Cup tomorrow. And some of the producers' mates are going to go inside tomorrow and watch Walsall vs Swindon tomorrow. Big up the Robins inside. And I'm going to big up the one and only the Mickey Gray from Day, who's going to Milton Keynes for the game day live tomorrow on talkSPORT for the report. Oh gosh! Can I tell you, we got to get any going shouts for me? Come on.
I leave it to you, mate. I don't want to embarrass it.
What about the old? No, because the thing is, like, that's the silly voice we put on. Nobody actually does that, right? But it's so over the top, and we would do it. Actually winds me up because obviously my first job was a garage MC, and I never done like you say the radar. No one ever does that. Yeah, but because of people just do nothing and Corrupt FM and Grindr, everybody thinks garage MCs will go shit up on the rhythm and what does he say? Shit up on the rhythm and boom shillay, shit up on the rhythm and boom shillay, shit up on the rhythm and boom the boom, shit up on the rhythm and boom shillay. Who shot by the blue suede shoe? Outside Isak passing through Liverpool, that's a big boy move. Outside Newcastle, they're not in the mood to sell. Outside the owners, they're going pell. This show's going very, very well.
Who's that? This is a pirate station.
03717 22344. If you'd like a garage shout, you want to hear your garage tunes, we've got so many great requests coming in. I've got to big up some of my old school crew.
Go for it.
From the station I was on years ago, Time FM. Yep. Big up to BAT, out to Bat, and Groove Master. See, even the names are like Groove Master, BAT. It's very, very people just do nothing tonight. I like it. Mark's the Leeds fan. He wants some TJR featuring Xavier. Just gets better. Tough Jam on the remix of that one. Very big tune. But let's go over to a Newcastle fan and see how Gary's feeling. Good evening, Gary.
How are you doing?
Better than you, Gal. You don't sound happy, mate.
Sorry, Gary.
Has it been a bad day, Gal?
Do you really like it? You just say Dylan or good?
I think the line's not great. We're going to give Gary a call back. Let's go to Scott, the Liverpool fan. How are we, Scott?
Good evening, gents. How are we?
Hello, Scott.
Do you know what? It's the weekend. We're feeling good. JP's in a great mood. Liverpool are already the champions of England, and they look like they're just strengthening and strengthening. You lot are taking the mick.
I tell you what, before we start, though, you know, when you're doing the garage stuff, that's right out of my depth. The closest I come to that, boys, is the petrol station at the bottom of our
street. What's your musical taste, Scott?
Do you know what? I'm old time school, mate, from the noughties, if you like. And your man there next to you probably remember from his time at Liverpool. Seen him a couple of times in EBGBs. You might remember the old gaff there.
Oh, yes. I do remember the gaff.
Yes. I think we went on a bit of a mad one, Jay, when we beat Chelsea 2-0 that time. You and Dirk scored.
Oh, that was my birthday, so I definitely went on a mad one, pal.
Yeah, those are the days. So, yeah.
Tell me about it.
Brilliant.
Married and a couple of kids now, so, you know.
We're a bit old now, aren't we?
This is our place to go wild on a Friday. Scott, it's the Sports Bar Weekend with us lot. It's like our little club that only we know about. Scott, listen, Isak, is that someone that you looked at last season and thought, I'd love him in Liverpool? Or is it just now there's an option there, you're like, I'll have a bit of that?
No, mate, I mean, I'll be brutally honest with you. You know, I'm lucky enough to go the game own away with the Reds and stuff. And, you know, many times on the bus we've gone about our owners and said, they need to get their hands in the pockets and stuff. If we're brutally honest, last season would absolutely have loved them. Do you know what I mean? But we just didn't think we'd have the coffers to be able to afford them, if we're brutally honest. And then when we got linked with Verta in the close season before it actually happened, it was like, that's not, Liverpool are not going to pay 116 million for a player. Do you know what I mean? Because as you said before, when we sold Coutinho, we got two beauties on the back of that.
Yeah.
So it's been look, and the way when you look at everything now, when the Americans come in, they said we will be a self-sufficient club. Do you know what I mean? And absolutely true to the word. And now it's playing through in the PSR because, you know, by all accounts, and you listen to, you know, Kieran Maguire, the guy who's obviously on your station, comes on the finance guy. He's telling us just how well the club is run, which is enabling them to be able to do what they're doing.
And I remember when Liverpool fans were frustrated with the ownership, and obviously, like you said, it's been
a project, isn't it?
And you've done it so well.
Yeah, the revenue that they make, I think, is around 600 million. And again, not signing no one really in 2 windows. Their PSR, the PSR goes over the 5-year period, and this has put them in such a place is where they can spend now probably another 200 million.
Wow.
And be comfortable.
That is just really good business, isn't it?
Yeah.
At the end of the day. Scott, great call. Thank you. Let's go to Holly, who is a Newcastle fan who joins us on the show. Evening, Holly.
Evening, Holly.
Hello, hi.
How are you feeling tonight, Holly? First, I'm being gentle with the Newcastle fans at first because, you know, it's been a long day.
Yeah. I've got to say, you know, I know people say women are emotional, but God, the men and the stuff I've read, at the end of the day, it's business, isn't it? And I think if we get what we want for Isak, you know, around the 150 million, then great. Like,
150.
Yeah, he's a world-class player. He is amazing, but he's going to want to play for world-class teams, and we're just not there.
Yes,
very realistic take.
He's got no affiliation to, you know, he's not a Geordie, he's not a Shearer, he's not a Gaza. He's been amazing for us, but you've got to think of it as from a business point of view. We can take that money, we can invest.
Holly, you're not his agent by any chance, are you? Because you're very just, like you said, no emotion, just straight to business.
No, I am emotional, I do. But at the end of the day, he's not. I don't see him as someone like a Bruno who absolutely seems to love the tune.
Yeah.
He's not that. And I just think it is a good practical move. I would just say we would need to sell him on the pretense that we get another striker, because without one, we can't. I just don't see how we can go.
No.
I think it's what Holly's saying is real. Is real.
Yeah,
it's realistic.
absolutely.
And that look.
And you're better at separating emotion from business than I am, Holly, because you know what? As a Spurs fan, I'd be fuming. I'd be like, no, you're supposed to love the club like me.
But any team that loses such a star player, it's hard to deal with. It's like it's a breakup. The emotions are all over the place. But then you got to move on, like in every sorrow. But the silver lining is that you're getting a lot of money to rebuild and probably put yourself in a better place once the dust settles.
Yeah, who would have said a few years ago that we'd be looking at selling the player for 150 million?
Oh, I don't think it was on anyone's lips or wildest dreams that you'd be able to, you'll have a player valued at 150 million. And that's no disrespect to Newcastle.
No, of course not. But
there's not many 150 million players out there.
How many 150 million players in the Premier League right now? 10?
I won't even say that.
5?
I won't even say that.
Haaland?
I'm not paying 150 million.
Really?
No.
No, I wouldn't.
No, not Haaland.
I wouldn't have Haaland.
Not for 150.
Interesting.
No.
Well, it's a great call. Thank you very much, Holly. I'm at Holly's Isak's agent.
Yeah.
Getting the deal done.
I love that.
Yeah, no, do you know, it's just so to the point, and she's right.
But it's honesty and right. You know, if you want to see men's emotions, you just take them to a football game.
Oh yeah,
you'll see the best of it, the best and worst.
We are getting so many messages about garage tracks right now and garage shouts. Mark Rough Rider Joy. Badge from Basingstoke once.
Which one's Joy? I think I know that.
I'm
one.
sure I heard it being queued up in the gallery.
Yeah.
I'll see if they've got it ready to play, because I have got probably the greatest possible garage shout ever that someone wants us to do, and I need to save it for an instrumental, because when you hear this shout, JP, you're going to crack up.
Okay.
That somebody wants this done as a garage shout out. I'm going to save it to get the instrumental. Kiddos calls. There we go. There it is. There is.
There's that Joy.
This is Rough Rider Joy.
Rough Rider Joy. Okay.
Do you remember this one?
Yeah, of course I do.
And there's many different.
Enfield, Eros.
Oh, that's my.
Give me, spot me.
That is 5 minutes from my house.
I actually lived in Enfield when I was at Arsenal.
I won an MC competition there when I was 14 at the under 18s Eros.
At the top floor, just go around.
Just doing the walk.
Oh, doing the
walk. Do you know what? If I had an Apple Watch during the Eros days, I probably would have done 20,000 steps. And this is obviously, of course, the vocal version with special MC. Oi, oi, and you bring me love.
And you bring me
joy. There he is, there's Special, big up Special. Deal with the baseline pressure. And there was an MC Kai and Sparks version, R.I.P. Sparks. I'm feeling great tonight. Friday night on talkSPORT. We're laying down the garage. JP's doing his boogaloo. He's got the bogle on Smash. And now I'm ready to do the best ever garage shout. Right about now in Shader Raid, I got to big up the Baz, who wants to shout at his girlfriend Chloe in the early stages of labour for their first baby.
Labour.
Hold tight the crew with the labour. This one, in the early stages of the labour. Your baby's a garage raver in the early stages of the labour. Your baby's a garage raver. It's JP, it's Madge. It is the Sports Bar Weekend. This is talkSPORT. It's Madge, JP. We'll see you after this. To the rhythm of...
There's a lot of talk about the independent football regulator. Some people love the sound of it, others don't. But what actually is it? And is it going to be any good for the game? In simple terms, it'll be an organisation not controlled by the Premier League, the EFL or the government, which will make sure all clubs are financially stable and don't rip off the fans. The aim is to make sure what happened to Bury, Derby and Reading doesn't happen again. Now, a significant reason clubs go under is because of dodgy owners financially mismanaging the club and running it into the ground. But in theory, these should be a thing of the past with the new regulator. They'll be able to use data from the National Crime Agency to perform stronger fit and proper persons tests and can even force owners to give up their stake in a club, which for certain supporters might be a welcome relief. It's likely good news for the EFL. The tension between them and the Premier League over a fair financial deal has been increasing in recent years. As it stands, talks have broken down. The Premier League backed out of recent negotiations, but the regulator will have the power to force through a deal, meaning more money for clubs lower down the pyramid. Now, this might sound simple, but in reality there's concerns this will open a legal can of worms, which could result in messy court cases involving the Premier League and the regulator. Parachute payments will be brought under the control of the regulator too. If they reduce them, it could mean a wider variety of clubs securing promotion to the top flight, but critics reckon it'll just mean the gap between the Premier League and EFL actually widens, as promoted clubs won't get as much money, which should normally be used to buy better players so they can compete. And current Premier League clubs have said if there were no parachute payments, they'd actually invest less, which would harm the quality of the top flight. And if clubs don't invest, then you'll get exactly what the EFL don't want, which is the same 3 clubs going down every year. And remember when Cardiff's owners changed the club's colours and badge? Well, in future, fans will have to approve any major changes to their club's heritage. Now that might all sound great, but do we really need it? Some say the downfall of Reading and Bury is an exception, not the rule. So as a whole, the most successful footballing pyramid in world football doesn't need regulation. They say it scares investors.
Once again with a renegade master, default damager, positive people. Good evening and welcome to the Sports Bar Weekend with me, Majestic, alongside the former Liverpool man, Jermaine Pennant. And we are playing garage tracks all night and giving you, the hardcore football fans travelling around the country and the world, a shout out. On WhatsApp, 03717 223344. And if you want to tell us your favourite garage track, send it to the same number. Still to come is Jack's quiz, and soon we're, of course, going to be talking about Spurs. But keep those calls coming in, 03717 223344. We'll hear from you next on the Sports Bar Weekend here at talkSPORT. A big shout to Paul O'Leary, says down Brown Paper Bag by Ronnie Side sneak into UK Garage. Unfortunately, Paul, it doesn't. When we do an evening of jungle and drum and bass, which I'm sure we will.
Oh,
like a bit of D&D.
That's where I started for me when I was 14.
Jungle.
Drum and bass, yeah. Jungle and drum and bass.
What's the
my first ever rave? I was 13.
Wow.
One of my friends.
Yeah, but that was the thing, you could go as a youngster. I think the first rave I went to was 14, 15.
Yeah, I was 13, 14. It was a jungle rave.
Oh, wow.
Just a jungle slammer or something. I can't remember.
Do you remember who was DJing or MCing? Was the late great Skibbity there?
It was Bassman.
Of course.
Trigger.
Them can't see with fierce, balaclava. Them can't see with fierce, balaclava. $2.99.
Trigger, yeah.
Big shout to Spider, Trigger, Bassman, of course.
He was from my Spider was from my era.
Yes, he's not Spider. Legend, absolute legend.
Spider.
As all of them. And of course, you mentioned Trigger, who was on Badder then. We've changed the status recently, worldwide international tune. And you see him all those years ago. So it's great to see. And that's one thing, you know, I know this is talkSPORT, but of course, my other world, I'm a music producer and DJ and musician. And you know, people go, you're not a proper musician, you play records. I play guitar and piano. I talked about Sabbath and Ozzy, R.I.P. to Ozzy Osbourne. So I'm an all-rounder with the music stuff. But rave culture in this country is so important, and nightlife is under threat, so there's lots to talk about that, but we'll do that on another day. Naz said, hey Madge, wanted to shout out my friend Iman, who graduated from uni today. Congratulations.
Congrats.
Whose dissertation was on the political potential of raving. That's an interesting dissertation. As a request, I'm asked for their karaoke tune, which is Craig David, Rewind. Big tune, that one. Yeah. I'm sure we can get that on for you. Lots of people getting their messages in. As I said, Paul O'Leary, if we do a Jungle and D&B special, Ronnie Size, Brown Paper Bag, 100% would be in there. Dynamite MC on the vocals, of course. Let's go over to Maxwell, who's a QPR fan, who apparently produced a garage track in the 2000s. How are we, Maxwell?
Good, mate. How you going? All right.
Very well
Good,
indeed. Your ears must have pricked up when we started doing the love to the garage this evening.
Oh, definitely, mate. Seriously, it's a period of time that will never come back. It was incredible.
It really was. We'll talk more garage in a moment. Of course, QPR tomorrow, kicking off their season in a friendly against Brentford. What's your hopes and expectations for QPR next season in the Championship?
This year, I reckon, anywhere between 9th and 10th, to be honest with you. But if we manage to get, because we've obviously got a new manager in.
Yeah.
What's his name again?
Julian Stefan.
Julian Stefan, yeah. So we've got this new guy in. He's taken over from Martí Cifuentes, and up to the boys at the Rangers. We're really looking and we're hoping, because obviously we've had some difficulties over the years. Yeah. We're hoping to basically get a consistency, with what's going on there at the moment. But yeah, it seems to have got itself some stability, and hopefully, we'll get somewhere this season.
And that's the thing, it's building off that stability, isn't it, Maxwell? And you just need a bit of that for a couple of seasons to then grow.
It's the one.
Absolutely.
But Max, would you like to see any more signings before the start of the season in any particular area?
To be honest, at the moment, I really want to see someone up front that can really put some goals in the back of the net.
Isak.
Right now,
he's available for 150, mate. 150 million.
We can't afford it, guys. We can't afford someone of that nature. We're obviously, we've got a really good guy, Christian Nori, who's really trying to sort the club out, get the stability going. He's been at different clubs, some big clubs like Real Madrid, and he's really trying to make something happen at the Rangers. So, no, really, it's up to the guys. Hopefully, we'll get something sorted out for next year.
Before we talk about garage, Maxwell, just a few messages coming in, and I'm just looking on the internet here. It says, hi lads, it's from Tony. So Tony sent a message in here. It says, Šeško rejects a move to Man United and will undergo a medical at Newcastle United on Sunday. Slovenian media reporting at the moment.
Do you know what? If you're a Liverpool fan and you're hearing that is fantastic news.
Breaking news. That's apparently breaking news. We're getting that from the sources around the internet and Slovenian media reporting. Benjamin Šeško agrees personal terms with Newcastle. Player will replace the Liverpool-bound Alexander Isak as Newcastle's new centre-forward. That is, just as I said, has just been sent in via a few different messages, and I'm checking the internet right now, and it seems to be the rumour mill in full flow. But of course, we'll keep you updated with the real news, what's happening here on talkSPORT. Maxwell, talk about this garage tune that you produced in the 2000s. What is it? Will people remember it?
I'm sure they will. It was a massive track. It was called Sleep When You Talk by a guy called Maxwell Johnson. That's myself. I didn't have a good time, obviously, because, at the end of the day, you live and you learn. It was a great track at the time. A lot of people remember it. They love my voice on it, obviously.
Can you give us a little snippet of what the vocals would have been?
Okay. Can I have some? Here we go. Are you playing with my love, girl? Conversation seems to get you down. Are you messing with another man? Contemplating when you're with me. Why don't you say what you're feeling? Say what you want from me. I'm playing. That's
still going.
How it's meant to be.
Whoa. Maxwell, am I right in thinking that was on Public Demand?
You got it, mate.
So did you deal with Jimmy and Andy?
I did indeed, mate.
Oh, Jimmy is one of my best mates, so big shout out to the Public Demand stable. So I will have that in my archives, and I'm sure there was an El Tough mix of that. That's the one I used to play.
Oh, Tough Enough.
Cold Tough Enough and LB, yeah. Brilliant.
That's the big one, mate. Yeah.
Wow, there you go. See?
Oh.
We called him out. Big shout. So if anybody wants to go listen to that track in full, it's Maxwell Johnson, and it's Sleep When You Talk. Came out on Public Demand Records back in, was it 2002, 3?
be found free, mate.
Yeah, brilliant stuff. Oh, what cool. Thanks so much, Maxwell, and good luck for
Thanks
King Jar for the season. And
celebrating us.
Yeah, for the live PA.
Yeah, lovely.
Wow. Do you know what? I just randomly threw this energy into the room tonight because, like I said, last night I was at the Ned in London and Jolien Lescott was playing UK Garage, and I thought it's a good time to appreciate and love.
How did the Ned take it? Because I've seen the clientele in Ned a few times. How did how did they take it?
You know what it is, right? With anything. If you have one or two people having a good time, it sets the party.
Okay.
And I must say, big shout to Sean White Phillips. He was the hype man.
Well, what was he then?
He was
on the mic.
No, he was just vibesing. He started the party. And then when other people see that, they're like, okay, that must be good.
Okay.
And you know what? I know that firsthand because big shout to my boys. Big up to Nick, Wes, my East London friends, because I actually took them to, you know what the boiler room is? Yeah. It's in the boiler room. Me and DJ EZ did the boiler room about 10 years ago. EZ on the decks, me on the mic. And I brought my East London boys and they made so much noise that it just changed the energy of the room forever. So, yeah, brilliant. Great stuff. Get those calls coming in 03717 223344. We're going to be speaking Spurs in a moment's time, but we've just had so many great calls, so many great messages about UKG tonight as well. You are listening to talkSPORT. It is the Sports Bar with talkSPORT Bet. Download the new talkSPORT Bet app today for the latest odds and offers. 18+. Be gambler.org. Coming up next, JP and I will be getting our crystal ball out and making some season predictions and talking about Spurs on the Sports Bar Weekender next.
Speak when you talk. Why can't you see? You got my love.
So this is our previous caller, Maxwell. This is the El Tough remix, which is Carl Tough Enough Brown, who was one half of Tough Jam and Matt Jam Le Bon, and LB, who was one half of Groove Chronicles with Noodles. And this is the track you took to sleep when you talk.
Okay.
Ready for the bass? I'm ready for it. Select spot. Big of the JP inside the Sports Bar Weekender. It's coming, must be coming out. Ready?
Ready?
Yeah, that's Carl Tough Enough Brown. That's El Tough all day. Big shout to LB and Carl Tough Enough Brown. Had a message here from Tim. He said, I need your help, Madge. There is an awesome instrumental garage track that I can't remember. My records are in storage, so I can't dig it out. My copy was mainly a purple sleeve for some reason. I'm thinking Nexus. I've searched and I can't find anything. Does it ring a bell? It was a little bit dirty and always filled the floor. The only thing I'm thinking, Tim, off the top of my head, could it be DJ Louis Hold Tight? Because that was a purple sleeve and it was an instrumental. Big tune. It might be that, it might not be not. Adam said, here in Madge 5 into the old school garage tonight is taking me back to Cavos 2014-2015 at the Atlantis Full Moon Party. Yes, Adam. I like this as well. I was more of a deep house man, but I remember Rosie Gaines' Closer Than Close. Oh, that's a
Closer Than Close.
Great tune. Which again was adopted by the garage crowd as their own record because I grew up enjoying house and garage. That's what I was first into. I'll never forget when I was a young man, people say, what music this is? I'm like, I like house and garage. So I've always been into house and garage.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's why it's Rosie Gaines Close and Close is a great, great record. 03717 223344. Somehow with our technology in the studio, I can't see our messages anymore, so I will come back to them. But right now, it's time to take a look at some of the latest action with talkSPORT Bet. Let's talk about Spurs. They beat Arsenal in Hong Kong, goal to nil. And Polini are moving the Spurs on loan from Bayern Munich, according to reports. That seems like it's a done deal. Includes a €30 million buy option. Let's talk about Polini. 30 years of age, of course, was at Fulham. His last season at Fulham was absolutely unbelievable. He is a stopper.
I think it's a good signing if you want to. We spoke about Spurs saying that their midfield was very light.
Yes.
We said it was weak. And I think now you've got someone who's also tidy on the ball, knows his job, doesn't try to play outside of his room, his links. He keeps the ball well and is a very good ball-winning midfielder. Difficult to get past. So definitely shore it up and give it a little bit of steel in there.
Which I think as well with an older head as well, because you've got Lucas Bergvall in there. I think it's going to really help, especially Champions League as well. Of course, his season.
A little bit of experience goes a long way.
I think that's really underrated nowadays. Do you think, JP? I think you look at the best teams. There's always a mixture of old and the youngsters, and I think Spurs have got some really talented youngsters. As I said, Bergvall is going to be amazing. He's been, last season was great. I think he's been even better this season.
I think at first when I watched, I think he looks a little bit out of depth. But again, coming from a league to the Premier League is always daunting at times. And I think the more he grows and gets used to it, the better he will come.
In terms of the expectations for next season for Spurs, new manager.
Do you know what? You're in a great position.
Yeah.
Because you were so bad last season, coming 17th.
It can only be better.
You can't get any worse, otherwise you're relegated.
Yeah.
So,
the whole trophy thing is off our back a bit, which allows us to breathe.
A little bit. So you're in a good place, as in whatever really happens now, you're looking top half.
Yeah.
I think that's what you've got to focus on.
In terms of the Premier League winners for next season, let's take a look at that now.
Okay.
Who are the contenders? It's 4, isn't it?
Strong contenders, you've got to start saying 3. Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City. Yeah. And then
Chelsea.
And then you go maybe outside Chelsea,
Yeah. But Chelsea just won the Club World Cup. They've strengthened. You know, I think the signings they've done so far are brilliant. They're looking at Garnacho.
Yes, they are looking at Garnacho.
Is that a player they need?
Well, they've just lost Madueke, so you know you don't want to leave yourself light, and I guess it's kind of a like for like to a certain degree, like to very direct. So you can kind of understand it.
Of course,
and if you get it for a good price, and then
with Gyökeres going to Arsenal now, that probably to them feels like the missing part of the puzzle.
Yes.
But I'm not saying this just because I'm a Spurs fan, and Arsenal fans will be like, of course you are. I'm very non-biased with the Spurs-Arsenal thing. I think Arsenal have been fantastic last couple of seasons. And I feel like their chance to win the league was maybe a year, 2 years ago. I think the way that Liverpool have moved forward, I think we're not going to see Man City fall off the way that they did. I think it's going to be even more difficult next season.
100%. I think the best window for them was the last 2 seasons.
Yeah.
The last season with Man City being out of the running, that was a fantastic opportunity. Because now you've not got 2 big teams chasing you, just the one.
And if Liverpool go and get Isak, and we are reading reports of that. If you've just joined us, we did have a little bit of a breaking news moment there. We have seen on X there, we've had messages, we've seen on X from a very highly rated Belgian journalist saying Newcastle United have taken advantage of Man United for Benjamin Sesko. Newcastle have increased significantly the personal terms offer and received final green light from Sesko to proceed on talks with RB Leipzig. Now expected to deal around about 90 million euros, right? The other thing someone else mentioned, which was really interesting, this is from Tony. Again, Tony was the first person to message us. He's doing a better job than Cookie.
Cookie, watch out, mate.
He said, hi, lads. Jurgen Klopp spoke to Sesko, advising him to join Newcastle United. Why? Klopp is the global head of Red Bull Football, remember?
Yep.
Sesko is now going to join Newcastle United. There could be some, we don't know that. You know, that's what we...
And you know what, Klopp will have a little... he'd rather see Sesko go to Newcastle than...
If it's going to help Liverpool.
Nemesis of Man United. And as well, you know, his little soft spot for Liverpool.
Of course.
It's only going to benefit him going there because he's probably be on the move there.
And this is my situation with the, you know, Arsenal wanting to win the league. Because... You go and get Isak, Premier League proven striker, done it already, doesn't need to settle, doesn't need to feel it. I can't see anything other than a Liverpool or Manchester City.
But even without Isak, Liverpool have strengthened. People they've lost Trent. Oh man, they're going to lose goals. They've got Frimpong, who's an absolute road runner. He's absolutely rapid. You got to bring in Wirtz, Kerkez. We've seen how good Kerkez with Bournemouth. Then we've got Wirtz, like I've said, who's a very, very, you know, probably one of the best youngsters out there at the minute. So Liverpool have strengthened to heights that we didn't probably expect, losing who we've lost. Now, Arsenal have only really added Gyökeres. If that's enough, if they think that that's enough to now topple Liverpool from what the business that they've done, it's going to be even more difficult for Arsenal.
I think that. I'm watching the game the other night as well.
I know you can't, Liverpool lost 4-2 to AC Milan. Yeah. But you still take, little bits from it. And
I just think that Arsenal fans, and I know there's a lot out there that are a little bit frustrated with the gaffer. I think Arteta's done a great job there.
This is last season.
Yeah.
To win something.
Yeah. I think not going for a centre forward and being stubborn and not going to get someone, I think that's really going to sort of go against them. And I think, like you said, last couple of windows would have been their chance to do it. And like last season, Liverpool just came out of nowhere. New gaffer, went in, Man City a weekend, let's go. And they got it done.
They missed something there, didn't they?
Arsenal fans, if you disagree with me, that's absolutely fine. 03717223334. I still think Arsenal are going to be top 3.
They'll be challenging 100%.
Arsenal will finish top 3 next season.
100%.
100%.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
But is it going to be number 1 out of the 3? Man City, Arsenal and Liverpool. It's Liverpool and City for me again. And I think that dominance of City-Liverpool is going to continue. And unless Chelsea get their act together. But I think that comes from a bit more experience. So it might take a couple more years.
Chelsea, a little dark horse. They're a dark horse, but I don't think they're ready to win a Premier League this season.
Be interested to see, wouldn't it? Yeah. And I'm sure this will be clipped up and used against us at some point. That was a look at the latest actions. talkSPORT Bet. Terms and conditions apply. 18+. BeGambleAware.org. And don't forget, coming up next, it's your favourite part of the show, Jack's Quiz. And the number you need for it is 0371722 3344. Kino's Garage tunes coming in as well. It's a Sports Bar Weekend on talkSPORT.
Bring it on with talkSPORT Bet. Download the app or visit talksportbet.com for exclusive offers and bonuses. 18+. GambleAware.org.
Slam. That's right. If you've never heard that prank, you need to hear it. This is the Sports Bar Weekender, and that is John Cena's music. Why? Because it's not Super Slam, it's Summer Slam this weekend in the WWE. And of course, in the WWE, we lost a legend in Hulk Hogan in the last week or so. And joining us right now is a big WWE fan, is Quizzy Rascal. Okay, Jack, how are you, mate?
Sounding boys were sweet.
You've obviously heard the prank Super Slam.
It's one of the best YouTube videos ever.
One of the best. Have you ever seen that?
Don't know what you're talking about.
So you need to watch it.
Okay, I'll watch it.
They do a prank on the radio where they keep ringing this lady's house trying to sell them wrestling, going like, this weekend John Cena in Super Slam, and they keep ringing her back and they go, do you support the US military? And they're like, oh yes, of course I do. Then former Navy SEAL John Cena needs your support. It's very good indeed. Who's on the lineup on SummerSlam this weekend, Jack?
Cena Cody Rhodes rematch of WrestleMania.
Jack, are you big like?
Yeah,
yeah.
I ruined WrestleMania for him last
year. Outrageous. Ridiculous.
He was fuming.
Ridiculous.
He was working late, yeah? And I messaged him what's happening. I thought he was watching it in real time with me.
So I was like 2 hours behind because I was working late. And then I'm just looking at my WhatsApp.
Doing the record breaking, Trans-Euro Express.
Thank you.
Well done.
And I just get a text from him going, oh my God, John Cena's back. Oh my God, it's The Undertaker. I'm watching like 2 matches before that. I'm like, cheers. Thanks, mate.
It's like, he was genuinely very, very unhappy with me for a while. All right,
mate.
What is the quiz? It's not a wrestling quiz, is it?
No,
Please.
It's not.
Thank God.
What we got?
You'd probably fail at that as well, wouldn't you,
Yeah,
JP?
it's quiz, man. I don't do quizzes.
Exactly. We still got another quiz later on, so hold tight for that.
I'm not looking for this
should
one.
be good.
Which one? What quiz are we doing later on?
Nations quiz. You're really good at those.
Oh, this one. It's the horrendous
Mission of Nations.
Oh, come on then.
Okay, so what we got now? Can we get the music? Can you get the music going now?
I feel like this one might be better for you. So I've got a list here of the top 12 Argentinian appearance makers in Premier League history.
See, this is my kind of quiz.
Okay, Argentinian.
Yeah?
Why are we on an Argentinian flex tonight?
I don't know.
Oh, is
All
it?
right, can I?
Yeah, we just
Shall I start it off? Shall I start it off?
Go on.
Sergio Aguero.
You gonna lock that in?
Locking him in.
Yeah,
bash.
Second on the list, 275 appearances.
Wow.
Second.
Okay, so you've heard it, guys. 03717 223344. Just to repeat, Jack, what are we looking for?
Top 12 Argentinian appearance makers in Premier League history.
So we need you to call us on the number 03717 223344. I say that number in my sleep, you know.
Damn.
I've said it before. Like, literally, my kids did.
What's your number, mate? And you've gone, 075. Yeah.
037 223344 is the number to call. Our first one, locked in and loaded, was Sergio Aguero with how many appearances?
275.
And he's at number 2.
And he's at number 2. And we got 12 to find.
Yeah.
Okay, we can do this. Should we throw another one in while we wait for the...
I'll throw mine in. Your turn.
Thanks, mate. Just like that.
Yeah, just like that.
Argentinian Premier League.
Right, okay.
Hope they come up in the thing later on in the nations. That'll be funny. Right, who are we going to go with? I'm just trying to think what level we want to try and go, high or low, to try and get a balance.
What about? I think Man City have always had a lot of Argentinians.
Oh, Zabaleta.
Yes, he's also. Where else did he play? Chelsea.
West Ham.
West Ham, not Chelsea. West Ham.
He went to West Ham after, didn't he?
Zabaleta was at Chelsea, was he not?
No,
he wasn't. No.
He just got sent packing by Hazard.
Yeah.
Throw that in there.
Let's lock in Zabaleta and then we can just see the kind of a basis of where we're at.
Bosh!
First on the list, 303 appearances.
There you go. So we've had number 1 and number 2, Zabaleta and Aguero. Let's go to Lee, who's a Hull fan. Evening, Lee.
Evening, you okay?
Very good, my friend. Have you got anyone for us, sir?
Yeah, I'll go with Carlos Tevez.
Yeah.
Great shout. Lock it in for us, Lee.
Carlos Tevez, lock him in.
Fourth on the list, 202 appearances.
1, 2, and 4. Let's go to Brian, a Coventry fan. Evening, Brian.
Evening. I wanted to shout out to the Cobb City fans and the Frank Lampard crew in the garage style.
Oh, well, can we change that bed then? Because we're going to need a garage bed. I can't be doing it over the spa music. The spa music is like, welcome to the Sports Bar Spa. There we go. Right, who's the shout to, Brian?
All the Cobb City fans and the Frank Lampard crew.
Okay. Bigging up the Frank. Bigging up the Frank. Bigging up the one they call Frank. Put that Petron inside the tank, cause Coventry are on the bank. That's right. Alongside the original Coventry City fan crew. Frank Lampard representing this weekend on a road trip. Inside the ride.
Absolutely wicked.
Right, there we go. Brian, absolutely wicked. keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
Absolutely wicked for the Frank Lampard crew.
Yeah.
Win the league.
What's going on
I'm going to be in the playoffs.
Jack, what's happened to our quiz, mate?
Who's that there with the Lampard crew? Coventry number 1, not number 2. Right. Brian, have you got an Argentinian
I'll take
for
a
us?
couple of days off, and this is what you're doing, Pennant.
I certainly have. I've got two, but the one that I've got is a midfielder, West Ham and Liverpool, Javier Mascherano.
Sport News.
Oh, what's going on?
Breaking news.
The shambles. The show's gone to pot.
Listen, it's a record-breaking show. Jack stays away for a couple of days. You come on, it's like people just do nothing.
We'll have Mascherano.
Right, Brian, come on, let's lock one in, Brian. Who we got?
Yeah, I've got, he was a West Ham and Liverpool midfielder, Javier Mascherano.
Oh.
Take it. Yeah.
Lock him in.
Lock in Javier Mascherano.
Jack's going, after all that.
Jack's dying.
After all that commotion in the post.
I didn't even know what was going on.
No,
I could have even said he was right.
It felt like I was in RB for 1 minute.
More Napa. Definitely more Napa. Hiya Napa, style.
That ain't Ibiza.
Right, let's go to Chris, the Everton fan. Evening, Chris.
Evening, gents. How we doing?
We're doing well, mate.
Carnage,
Tell us
mate,
you've got
carnage.
someone for us.
That's how we're doing.
Emil Martinez.
Who's that? Sorry, say that again. Martinez, goalkeeper. It's at Arsenal.
Villa goalkeeper.
Villa at Arsenal as well.
Goalkeeper means a lot of games.
Yeah.
I think he might be quite low down on the list. I think he might just make it.
We've only got one post left.
Well, if Mascherano didn't make it, but he didn't play that many at West Ham, did he? He didn't have like a long spurt, and then he was only like a 3 year.
Yeah, he was at West Ham 6 months.
There you go. Yeah, let's go have him, Martini.
Lock him in,
Martinez.
Chris.
Lock in Martinez.
Ooh.
6th on the list, 196 appearances.
Well done.
Nice. Thank you, Chris. Let's go to Stephen as an Arsenal fan. Evening, Stephen.
Hello, mate. You right?
Stephen, firstly, are you going to win the league this year?
I don't know.
You got your.
I do apologise for any bad language you may have heard there. Hopefully you didn't hear it. But if you did hear any bad language, I apologise on behalf of Stephen, who's a very naughty boy. Stephen, have you put the soap in your mouth? Are you still there?
I'd like to apologise, firstly.
I feel you, though. That came from the heart, Stephen. That came from the heart. Have you got Argentinian for us?
Colaccini for Newcastle.
Ooh.
Maybe 7th or 8th, but yeah, there's not many, is there? So yeah, I definitely think Colaccini.
Yeah. We've got a post in hand.
We've got a post in hand.
We've already hit one.
We've already hit one.
Yeah, we can hit another one. He wants us to not go. So that's college. Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah.
Go on, Stephen. Lock him in without swearing.
Locked in, no swearing.
Oh,
Hey, that reverse psychology tribe.
Push.
There we go.
You done?
Yeah, mate. Finished.
You done great.
Finished, pal.
3rd on the list.
3rd.
211 appearances.
Wow, 3rd. Well done, Stephen.
Well,
brilliant.
good shout, Steve.
You
redeemed yourself.
Redeemed. Should we go to Yusuf?
Oh yeah, whatever he says, get him in.
Go to the news bed again.
Yusuf,
how are you, mate?
How are you guys? You alright?
Yeah, good.
Which numbers have you got for us?
I got him rattled already.
You got him rattled? You have, mate. He's rattled.
He's got the entire list ready.
You're Jack's nemesis. Jack has nightmares about you, Yusuf.
That's slander.
Go, give us a name, Yusuf.
Sabaleta.
Oh, it's already been. It's already been.
Yeah, that's enough news, Yusuf. Unlucky.
He's been as well.
He's been as well.
Go down the list.
Lazzini.
Who?
Lazzini, West Ham.
Ooh, he was here for a long time.
He scored so many goals.
He was here for ages.
Always used to pop up.
That 3-0.
I know.
In lockdown football.
Gareth Bell's comeback. Literally, we should have been 4-1 up. Gareth Bell should have scored, and then we ended up going 3-0. Do you want to lock him in?
Don't worry.
Lock him in.
Lock him in, Lazzini.
Hey, Yusuf!
You can always count on Yusuf.
Yeah, I'm sure you can.
Look, if you're watching on YouTube, if you're not watching YouTube, turn it on just to see Jack's face. He is
rattled.
happy. He's been absolutely rattled. Keep those calls coming in. 03717 22 4. Yusuf, give us a call back. It's Magic JP and Quizzy Rascal Jack. It's the Sports Bar Weekender.
Little bit of luck, we can make it through the night. With a little bit of luck, we can make it through the night. With a little bit of luck,
Neutral at the MC Wicked. Right.
Can I just interrupt you quickly? Just it's now on them. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
We are getting loads of messages in regards to Sheshko. Apparently, U-turning from Manchester United to Newcastle United.
And now it's reached the Metro.
Dave said, "Hey, great show." Those reports on Sheshko from the are nonsense. I live in Germany, and Sky reports here. They've been reporting for days that he wants Manchester United. Newcastle's an option if a deal is not agreed with United. That's from I think it's Dave Whitney, who's an English person in Germany. Hello, meine Bruder. This is a great show, guys. Thank you very much.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag, indeed. Right, where are we at? How many people do we need to find? Jack's got the giggles tonight. I like it. And we still got another quiz.
You've got 6 right so far. You've hit the post once.
So we're halfway through.
Yep.
Let's see. We got Arsenal. We got Newcastle on the board. We got a Spurs fan. I'm going to a Spurs fan. How are we, Ben?
How we doing, Kev? All good, mate?
Mate, listen, another trophy in the week. You know, it's just what we do now, mate.
All these trophies, you know.
Yeah, mate. That's it. We live trophies on
listen, Thomas Frank's first game against Arsenal, he beats them and wins a trophy. It's a good sign.
Putting that next to the Audi Cup.
Listen, the whole banter with the trophy is over now, Jack. Just forget it. We won a major trophy. It's done now.
No, the whole cycle starts again.
No, it's done now.
No, we go again.
We don't go again until it's like 5 years, 6 years. Now it's Arsenal in the firing line. They've not won in a while.
It's been 5 years.
It's been 5 years.
5 years.
I've been watching 17 years.
Ben, who have you got? I know which Spurs player you're going to say. And again, he scored a great goal against Arsenal, didn't he?
Well, but I'm going to go a little bit of a curveball, actually. Ooh. I'm going to throw in McAllister, because he was at Brighton and Liverpool.
It's a good one.
It's only been 2 years, though, Liverpool, hasn't
it? Yeah, but he was at Brighton for a while.
But then he was at Brighton for 3 years.
So that's 5 seasons in the Premier League.
Just say 30 games. Minimum 25.
Well, I know that me and Ben have got a Spurs banker ready. So it's whether or not we go for the double up.
I think McAllister could be a shout.
Right, go on then. Ben, lock it in. I trust him. He's a Spurs fan.
McAllister, lock it in.
Ninth on the list.
Ooh, scraping.
Now
166.
Let's get Ben a brace and go for the guy that scored that magnificent goal in lockdown football against Arsenal.
Lockdown football.
Who are we talking about, Ben?
Won the league then.
Lamela.
Eric Lamela. Lock him in.
Yeah.
Bosh. There you go, Eric Lamela.
He's got to be up there.
He was part of the famous 7, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah, he was part of the famous 7. Now, Newcastle United, if you want any advice of how not to spend money, have a look at the famous 7. Can you name me the famous 7, Jack? Actually, let's do Ben. Ben's a Spurs fan. Ben, can you name us the famous 7 that were bought with Gareth Bale's money?
Right, so I'll start with Roberto Soldado.
Yep.
Christian Eriksen.
Yep. So that's a good one.
Eric
Lamela.
Yep.
Paulino.
Yep.
Vlad Chiriches.
Yeah, big Vlad.
Good player.
Oh, God. Nasser Chadli.
Nasser.
Good player, that one. Good signing.
Oh, right.
Is this the final one?
How many have I done there? 5.
Yeah, no, 6. You got 6. We got one more.
I know it.
Lewis Holtby.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't Holtby.
Was it not Holtby?
No.
Who's the 7th then, Jack? Jack knows more than us, and he's a Chelsea fan. Obsessed.
Capu.
Capu, yes! That's it, Capu. Brilliant.
Capu.
See. So is Zach. Go and buy Capu. It can be done. Ben, thank you very much, my man.
Cheers, Ben.
Let's go to Paul, who's a Liverpool fan. Joins us on the Sports Bar Weekend. How are we, Paul?
Evening, lads. I'm good. How are you?
Good, Paul. Good.
Who have you got for us?
Good.
Who you got, Paul?
I've got 2. Going a bit old school, but Federico Fernandez. Swansea, Newcastle.
Oh, that's a good one, that. That's a good one.
He's ooh.
The body language.
I'm just trying to read Jack Quizmaster here, and he's he had a little...
Just like a venomous snake, he moved his body.
corner of his lip kind of twitch.
You calling me slow?
I like that.
If you like it, I like it.
Do you know what? I like Paul's the meeting. Paul's come on with no nonsense. He's like, all right, boys, I've got one. I've got a great one for you.
I like it.
Lock him in, Paul.
Federico Fernandez, lock in.
Bosh!
I told you that smile gave it away.
5th on the list, 199.
5th on the list as well. How many more we got to get?
12.
3.
3 more.
12, 11, 10. Am I correct?
Yep.
There we go. 10, 11, 12, 12, 11, 10. The way you want to look at it.
Okay. 5 powder pressure.
Has he got another one for us, Madge?
He's gone.
He's gone.
He just came in, dropped the bomb, and
dropped the bomb and got off. I like your style.
Let's get a Newcastle fan. I want to put my arm around him tonight. Let's go to Howard. How are you, Howard?
I'm good, mate. Yeah, I think I've got a couple for you.
Oh, I like that, Howard.
We got for
Couple of Newcastle ones. Fabrizio Collicini.
We've had him, I think. Yes, we have. Sorry.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, he was number 2 or something.
All right, okay, missed that. Jonas Gutierrez.
Oh, he was like the left wing back or winger, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was there a few years.
Yeah, Gutierrez. Who else did he play for? Is it just Newcastle?
Just Newcastle, yeah, but I think he was there 4 or 5 years.
That's what we need. We need someone who's been there at least 5 years.
Well, I think he made it, I think 2008 to about 2016, so, yeah.
Should we lock him in, Gutierrez?
I'm locking him in, yeah.
It's got
absolute row.
I've had enough of the Isak situation. I'm locking him in. Man.
Yeah, get in there.
Hey, well done, boy. Well done.
I'm not messing around. Yeah. They're trying to take Isak away from me. I'm going to get something right.
I'm not letting him take this away from me, man.
Howard,
what happened there? I don't know. An Irish.
I'm not leaving the team of Isak away. Howard said is that Howard's done now? Because he said in a couple, but one we'd already had. So thank you, Howard. Legend.
Cheers, Howard.
Gutierrez 11th on the list, by the way.
So we need 10 and 12 now. How many has he got, by the way? What's Gutierrez at?
154.
154. Okay. 70. You okay? You okay? Yeah.
Let's go to a Arsenal fan. Paul joins us. How are we, Paul?
Hello, Paul.
Hello, you right?
Yeah, all good, mate. We only got to find 2.
I've got Christian Romero.
Cootie.
He's been here a while, hasn't he?
He's been here for a while. What was the... What we got?
150. Just say 150. Has he done more than 150 games in the Prem?
In the Prem, no.
Has he not?
Nah. He ain't been... He's been at Spurs since, like, Conte and Mourinho.
No, he's not making 150 then. It's probably about 1 in the 100s, 110s.
Yeah. 30s a season. Misses some because of suspension.
and injury. It's so... I don't know, we could be onto something here.
We got a post, but then again he might be trying to play us now because we've been reading his face all night. What do you want to do?
Christian Romero, it's a good shout, but
I think it's a good marker. What about if I'm just thinking out loud, if
Otamendi?
Otamendi's are good, isn't it? What about the geezers at Man United? Was he left back? Einzer.
Gabriel Einzer?
Yeah, he was Argentinian, wasn't he?
Yeah, but how many years was it? Oh, that's a tough one. Should we park it? Let's park Romero. We'll park him.
Let's go to Richard as a Spurs fan. How are we, Richard?
I'm not too bad, lads. Yourself?
We got the 2 that we're looking for now, and it's now starting to get tricky.
I've missed a little bit of this. I'm assuming you know about mine already. Lamella.
We've got him. Lamella's in there.
Of course you have. Jakob.
Who? Did they say Jakob?
Yeah.
Jakob who?
I think he's played for West Brom. He danced around for a little bit.
Fact that I don't know his name, I don't
If we're going on your performance in Nations this week, I ain't going to anything to say.
I don't know if we should throw him in, mate.
Richard, how many games do you think Cootie's played in the Premier League?
Not many.
That's what I was thinking.
No, I wouldn't have thought he'd be on the list yet.
We need someone who... Sorry, we need to 150. That's the benchmark, I think. 140, 150.
Otamendi? We have got a post.
Gabriel Einzer and Otamendi, but I think over Jakob and Romero.
I don't think Einzer actually played that many games because he went from him to Evra, wasn't it? Was that the transition?
Very true. Should go Otamendi.
I'll tell you what we're doing. Let's keep the calls coming in at 03717 223344. We're going to park it for now. 2 more to find. We're going to be back after the News Sports headlines, and make sure you're back with us. 03717 223344. We need you. Even you, Yusuf. We need you. It's Majestic JP, Quizzy Rascal Jackson House. It's the Sports Bar Weekender.